Hello. Finally, the gasket set came for Husqvarna 266. So I have the gasket, seals, crank seals, the crankcase cleaned, washed. I've cleaned the flaking paint. Yeah, this is the oil pump side. Crank is just waiting to be installed, so I'll start with the flywheel side first. Obviously I need to put the gasket, and I will try to show in detail all the process as I do it. I'm not saying that my way is the best way, but anyway, okay. So yes, I'll see you shortly. So I have the crankcase, the side where the flywheel sits. I've looped it up with this mastic and just place the gasket. Not too much mastic, not too much silicone, to be honest. It's only to take the irregularities on the surface, on the meeting surface, so not too much. It will get squeezed, but then again, that's the purpose of the gasket, to seal the surface. So now it's pressed. It does line up very good. These sets I've used in the past. This one, this is the set, is ISO 9001 certified, so it must be good. Yeah, so they are made in Taiwan, so they are okay. Now what I'll do, I'll heat up the crankcase, but I'll do it from this side, just slightly heat up with a torch. Ideally is to do it with a blow gun, with a heat gun, because it's less likely to burn the paint. But once I will heat it up. Once it's installed one side, I'll come back. Yeah, so now I have the crank installed on one side. Again, these bearings amaze me, how quiet. And smeared a little bit of mastic. Don't worry about getting any of mastic inside. It's not critical. Can't do any harm, to be honest. It can be wiped off. So now I'll heat up the other case and just meet the cases, and that should be good. And then use the bolts, and yeah, I'll see you shortly. Now everything is together, turns freely, no problem. I'll start with oil pump, then seal, and the cover, then flywheel, and yeah, so on. Yeah, nice and tight. Everything is as it should be. I'm happy with the work till now. Okay, so now the oil pump. Okay, I always go with a little bit of mastic on the outside where the gasket is. It has the gasket, but they do become very brittle, very hard in time, and they won't seal proper. So you might change the crank seal, yeah, but you'll still have a leak. And I've learned by doing it. Look at the old seal, how squashed it is. Look how bad. Yeah, but anyway, it happens. It's wear and tear. So okay, because the crank has this lip over here, you have to use a hard plastic like this, wrap it around, and just slide the oil pump on top of it, just to avoid tearing the new seal. Obviously a little bit oil will help. So once I have it installed, I'll show you. Okay, now it's installed. Screws are ready to be tightened down. Don't go crazy on screwing them too tight. Tighten them too much, because they go into aluminum, and these are fine thread, so you can strip the crankcase, and that's a total disaster. So just you know, go by feel. I think they were intended to be 8 or 10 Newton meters, which is nothing. So yeah, I will tighten them down, and then I'll do the other side, the flywheel side seal, and yeah, I can carry on by installing the fuel tank, the handle, and I'll come back with that. So the other side, seal installed. Again, because this seal on the plastic, on this plastic bushing, you can press it out and press it in by hand. I've put just a smidge, a little bit of sealant also on the outside as well, because it has a rubber seal exactly like on the other side. Don't overdo the screws, because they go into aluminum and they tighten down plastic, so there is not required for that much force. And yeah, all good so far. Okay, now I have everything together, everything that so far. So clutch to give put back, fuel tank rear handle, flywheel, ignition coil. Ignition coil is with the trigger thingy, and I will continue with assembly. Now piston and cylinder, piston, cylinder, and carburetor in one go, and not far off from being finished. Okay, no problem, see you shortly. Cylinder installed. I have to make this gasket in between the carburetor and the cylinder block, because on the 266s is different than 61, 268, 272, and yeah. Okay, I'll continue with assembly, and hopefully come back with a positive result. Yeah, so handle on. Everything else, I'm gonna put the exhaust. Just a second, check the compression. So massive compression. I think I'll come back with fully finished, fully assembled Husqvarna. And then yeah, just testing. I'll test it, I'll start it, see how it goes. Okay, finished. I found the cover. It's a little bit burned here, but I'm afraid it is what it is. I have to clean it. I've installed new exhaust. I have another one here. I have a couple more here. So new exhaust. Air filter is good. I've just started it. It oils. I'll start it once more for you to see how it runs. Yeah, runs good. Yeah. On. Yeah, all good. I'll put the cover on. I'll put a bar and chain and start it again just to have a look. That's it. All done from start to finish, from parts to finished product. I think on this burn thingy, I have a couple more covers. I'll see which ones they'll fit. I have this one, yeah, this one, this 272, this 268, yeah. Or maybe I'll go back to original smaller exhaust. I think I'll do that. I think I'm gonna change to the small exhaust. Now I'm gonna switch over the camera and start the chainsaw. It has 3/8 sprocket, so more speed should be okay. So on. Should be all good. Let's check the compression. Decent for should be fine. It needs the rings need to bed into the cylinder. Oils, see, oils. Chain is used but sharp. Original Husqvarna bar and chain. Well, I can say, what can I say? If you ignore the outsides, it's brand new inside, brand new bearings to the crank, original crank in working order, good condition. What else? Aftermarket exhaust. I don't know if you can find original anymore. I don't think they, maybe somewhere new old stock, but other than that I don't think you'll find. Everything else works. The switch is from his aftermarket, from internet. Everything else is original. Yeah, well, Allen bolts. I have loads of these. They are stainless steel. These ones on the starter cover. I'm gonna change the starter handle. I have a couple of others. Yeah, well, it's dirty, scratched, the top, the cover, but you can't find these parts anymore. And on 266, if you buy replacement from China, like for Husqvarna 61, the holes, they won't match on the crankcase, because this crankcase is the older version is the first ones they came out, is the same one as this one. Yeah, 162. So guys, that's all. Thank you very much. I hope you'll enjoy my rebuild of Husqvarna 266 SE. Thank you very much. Take care of yourselves and all the best.